Hello, hello. Sorry, because it's a bit noisy. So if you're joining me and you can't hear me, I'm really sorry, but it's very noisy outside because the highway maintenance people and the stonewater maintenance people are trimming all the hedges. So it's a bit of a pain, but there you go. That's what we're dealing with this morning. So good morning. Right, I'm just trying to log on to the other bit as well. Oh, hey, good morning. Morning, Kit. Morning, Diana. How are you, darling? Right, do I need to put, let's just move everything for a minute, and I'm hoping that I'm not going to need, oh, it's frozen. Why does it do this to me? Right, okay, that I'm not going to need to put the extra light on. Everything seems very dark, but there you go. So how are we all this morning? Are we all okay? I hope so. I hope you had a good day yesterday and that you're ready for today. And a little bit of crafting and a little bit of fun. What did I do yesterday? I went to Jackie's yesterday. Morning, Belinda. Belinda, I'll be posting your journal today. You've got your tea ready to be... I've got a glass of water, actually. It's so humid here that I've got a glass of water. It's just so hot. But there you go. Other glasses are available, obviously, as it's got a brand on it. But there you go. Morning, Amber. So, we've obviously, last week... Oh, Belinda, I was so excited when they arrived. And I'm going to organise one in the team now. But there you go. Right, so at least we know they won't be going abroad. So this morning... we are working on... Will it be better, do you think, if I shut the window? Think it'd be better if I shut the window? Have you got a fan on? No, they are trimming the hedges outside. Is that really loud? They are moving away slowly. I've only got the little window on, but it's so hot in this room. Very noisy. Right, okay, bear with me. The window is now shut. I'm hoping that's better. Is that better? Morning, Chanel. No. If we do it again, we won't either. Right, okay, so is that better? I'm hoping that's better for you all. Right, okay, so I'm back again. That's good. Right, so this morning we are working with Timeless Tropical. That's our stamp set for this week. That's good. Right. Sit down, please, Yogi. So that's our stamp set this week, Timeless Tropical. So I've got a lovely card, a very simple card this morning, because obviously Saturday's project was a bit for you all. So I thought I'd do something a little bit simple this morning. So I'm going to turn the camera down and around. Bear with me. Oh, Yogi's talking to the television now. Right, so you should be able to see the catalogue pages. Morning, Tracy. How was your camping trip, darling? I hope it was good. Right. Penny. Morning, Penny. How are you, darling? Right. My screen is really dark on my iPad, and I'm not quite sure why. I'm not very good with these technical things, you know. But hey ho, I can work with it. So if I miss a comment, I'm trying to watch both screens, okay? But yeah, it's very dark on the iPad. Anyway, right, so we're working with Timeless Tropical, which is this stamp set. Now it's a carryover. It's a distinctive stamp set, and it's a carryover. It was in the last annual catalogue, and I really love this. Brilliant, the light is fine. This is some of what they've done with it, okay? Now, it doesn't show you the dies here, so I'm going to show you the dies as well. It's a stamp set that I ummed and ahed about for the whole of last year. Or was it in the spring? Whatever one it was in, will you be quiet? I ummed and ahed about all year. And he can see himself in the television screen that's black, and he can see himself reflected in it. That dog has no brains, honestly. No brains whatsoever. But there you go. So this is the set we're working with. Let me show you the actual set. So this is the set. These are the stamps. I've obviously taken some out. And then in with them, or alongside them, these are the dies. So you've got a pineapple and the leaves, some flowers, a baby pineapple, which cuts out this pineapple. This cuts out this leaf. This says hello. These flowers cut out. And then you've got some other leaves and aloha. I think I've said that right. And beautiful sentiments. So I am Denard. I didn't buy the DSP from last year because I decided, good morning Frenchies, yeah, good morning. I decided that I didn't want the DSP because I knew it was retiring. So this is my reasoning. So we're not using the dies today, but we will be the rest of the week. I'm hoping I'm going to have a new machine to show you. But we are using the stamp set. So it's on page 36 of the catalogue. So this is what we're working with today. And this is our card for today. So it's a completely flat card, except for this bit. Okay. And I really love it, actually. Oh, they've moved down the road. That's really good. So it's a bit of sponging. We're going to create a mask. So we've got this, so we're going to sponge inside a mask. What have you said, Chanel? Just my Charlie who just what? Oh, I can't read that, Chanel. Sorry, darling. Hang on. I'm catching up on the I seem to be behind. My iPad is playing up this morning. Not a happy bunny here, but there you go. Right, I'll catch up with that in a minute. Morning, Shell. So I can see who's joining, but I can't see what you're saying. Right, so this is what we're doing. It's dead flat, except for this little bit. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do this, and I'm using 3 inks. I've got 3 daubers somewhere. There's the other one. I might need to grab the ink again. Okay, so it's just dead flat. So this is, you can see. All right, so this is my card for today. So I'm going to pop the stamp set out the way a minute. Oh, I so need a bigger desk. Right, I've got my stamp. I've got 2 stamps. So I'm stamping in Memento Black. Okay. Right, can I still can't, right. Oh. Right, so didn't use my bone folder on there. Let's just give it so the crease is good. Right, so all you need is half a sheet of A4. And scored in half. Okay, that's all we need today, and a little bit of scrap. So I've got my half a sheet of A4 already scored in half. Okay, you could make it as a tent fold card, but I'm doing quite a traditional fold card this morning. All right, and then what you need is a piece of cardstock that is as big as your card front, and you need to die cut a circle in the front. Now I've used the largest of the dies of our circle dies. Hang on, let me see if I've put them. Where have I put them? Half a brain and I'd be dangerous. Right, here we go. So these are our layering circle framelets that are in the catalogue. Whoops. So I've used this one, which is the largest one of the plain circles. Okay. These are really handy. I use them for all sorts of things. So all I did was cut a front that's exactly the same size and then cut my circle into it. Okay. Morning, Ali. So then all I've got is some low tack tape. Any brand will do. And I'm going to tape my layer. And mine is slightly wider, but the same length. So I'm going to pop that in the middle. And I'm just going to tack the whole thing down, okay? Like that. All right. And then we're going to do our sponging is next, all right? Because I'm going to put my trees on afterwards. So I'm using some really bright colours here. When I started doing this, I was thinking, this isn't going to work, but it's really good. So I've got my Magenta Madness, okay? And as always, when you start sponging, you start off and then work on. So, and build your colour up, okay? You don't have to... go too heavy. You can gradually do it. So I want it heavier around the edge, so I'm going to add heavier around the edge and just build it up like that. Okay, so we've got quite a deep colour. Whoops, I'll close that one up, and I'm going to use Bumblebee this time. So just some Bumblebee, dab it off a bit, and again I'm going in from the side, quite light at the bottom. I'm not putting much pressure, then darker up through the sides and darker, and blending over the Magenta Madness so you get that orangey tone. Okay, I'll be honest, while you're doing this, you're going to look at it and think, what a mess. A hot mess because of the colours, but what a mess. All right, so I'm just keeping blending, particularly along that line where I want it to blend in. Okay, so that's that one. Now my next dauber is my Pretty Peacock, and to be honest, I've got some on it but not a huge amount. All right, and I'm not re-inking it, and it's kind of that turquoisey sea colour that you get at night. So I want it quite dark down this edge. And then just, there we go. So that's our blending. Okay, so that's it. That is the most complicated bit. Okay. Gorgeous colours. Thanks, Chanel. Right, so then all you're going to do is carefully, look, peel that off. Okay, and that's your card. All right, got some sponge coming off my daubers. So that is our card. So the next bit we're going to do is I'm going to grab our memento and my stamp. I'm just going to ink down on my stamp. I can see that everything is inked properly then. Okay, like that. So let's bring that one in as well so you can see that one. Okay, now I had real troubles, I'll be honest with this, all right, because I'm kind of a more is more girl here, and this is definitely a less is more card. This is very clean and simple, which for me, everybody will tell you is quite difficult. All right, sunrise or sunset, that's very true, Diana. Right, so I'm then going to position my trees, and I want them onto the white as well, but on the sunset, sunrise, sunset, whichever you want. Okay, so I'm just going to press that down so it's there. Okay, and there's our trees. They're beautiful. Look at the texture and everything in these leaves. Absolutely gorgeous. Really, really love this. I don't know why I didn't buy it sooner, to be honest. It's lovely. Right, so that is all we're doing on the front of the card for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to pop those there. Somewhere I've got my little bit of scrap. Okay, and I've got the sentiment, and this one says, our friendship is timeless. But there is also, may your birthday be memorable. Rest and relax, you deserve it. Thank you. Hello. I think this is beautiful. Why didn't I buy this before? And the hibiscus is my favourite flower when I'm away. I love to see all the different colours of the hibiscus. So I don't know why I didn't really, but there you go. So, right, I'm just going to ink up my stamp. I've got a really exciting day planned today. I'm writing blog posts and finishing my newsletter. So, inked my stamp up, and I'm just going to stamp it down on my scrap. Okay, like that. Now we need the scissors. Right, let's just let it dry. While that's just drying a minute, I'm just gonna, and I might do the ribbon differently on this one actually. I think I'm gonna do that. Right, I've got a length of ribbon. I'm doing something a bit different this time. Okay, so I've got my ribbon. I'm going to show you. So that one I've just got a straight ribbon. We're going to do something a bit different this time. Right, so then, I'm sorry folks, but I fussy cut this. I love the typeset on this. It reminds me of a really old-fashioned typewriter. Except for the friendship bit, of course. Right, so along there. Around there. Whoops. Around the P. And back up. And in a straight line. Well, as straight as you get if you're fussy cutting. Okay. Then I'm going to turn it round the other way. And I'm going to come back in a straight line. To about there. All right. Whoops. I want to go over the top of the dot on the F. I don't want to, on the I even, not the F. Around, oh, got pieces of cardstock getting stuck in my fingers. And then in a straight line again, off that end, okay? I made that look far more complicated than it actually is. You know that, don't you? Right, so then I can just snip 1, 2, like that. Oh, that's not, I don't like that one. That's better. Okay. 1, 2. That's better. Okay, so we've got our ribbon and our sentiment now, okay? I know, the sentiments are lovely. Were you like me, Ali, umming and ahhing? All the, you know, all the colour, the cards and everything that everybody else have been making. I've been looking at them thinking, wow, I really love this set. Wow, I really love this set. And I don't know why I didn't buy it before. I don't know whether it was because I saw a lot of it done with the DSPs and they weren't grabbing me. And that's sometimes the thing. You look at other people's samples and they might do it with the designer series paper and it might really put you off and you're not looking at the stamp set properly. And when I then looked at it again and looked at away from the designer series paper and actually just looked at the images and the sentiments, I just thought they were really beautiful sentiments. And the imagery was really good as well. And I think that's sometimes that what we all forget. We look in the brochure and we look at other people's makes with it, and we don't look past those and use our own imagination, and sometimes we discount things then because of that. So I'm glad I didn't, and I'm really glad I did end up going for this. Good morning, Baz. I am really pleased I did go for this in the end. Right, I've got a little bit of red line. Do you know what? There's nobody at the door. Honestly, he'd make the worst guard dog out. Right, and I kind of want to have it like that. And my sentiment in the middle. So I'm going to red line tape a bit up there. And a bit down there, actually, just to hold it in place. And I've used red line tape really just for ease. Right, okay. Let's cut my end neatly. You see that? Did you see that? That was a fly in shot. Oh my gosh. Right, so we're going to go that way. Then we're going to bring it back a bit this way and take it back out that way, like that. Okay, and we're going to pop our sentiment into the middle this time. I'm going to use a glue dot, which I put away safely, of course. So glue dot, pop it there like that, which will just hold that down there, okay? So then we're also going to use, and I've got a little bit cut, these edges. I never get, as you can see what I've done on this edge, I've cut them down. So what I do, if I need a long strip and it's a skinny strip, I cut along these edges and it will give me a skinny strip. And then I've also got half dimensionals to use somewhere else, okay? So I can then position that behind there. Nice skinny strip, I don't need that bit. I'm just going to stick it back on there, okay? Are they mini glue dots? Yeah, there are mini glue dots. Those ones. Linda, I love our mini glue dots. I don't use anything in my stash that is not Stampin' Up apart from those two things. You will not see me using anything else that is not Stampin' Up. Everything I make, everything I do is made with Stampin' Up products. Apart from this and this, because we don't do these. And that is it. So everything else that you see me make is with Stampin' Up products. I don't use anything that we don't sell. Why? Because I believe in the products that we do. I think they're great quality and I love the way everything coordinates. So yeah, I don't use anything but Stampin' Up. Right, so let's pop that along the middle there. So I got to this stage making the original sample and then I was like, oh, I need some bling, you know. And I really had a job not to put any bling on it. So my question to you guys is, to bling or not to bling? You know, would you put bling on it or would you not put bling on it? So let's have a little vote, shall we? Thumbs up for bling and hearts for, or angry face. No, thumbs up for bling, angry face for no bling. So, you know, what would you do? Right, so you're all saying bling on the ribbon, always bling. Tracy's going no bling. See, this was my thing, you know, where, you know, I didn't want to put bling around anything round here. So you're all going bling, bling, bling. But where do I, okay, so where do I put it? Type your suggestions because I'm watching the screen now to see what's going on. Because I don't want to use the white space because I don't want to detract. So where would you put the bling? Do I put it on the ribbon down here just a little bit? Do I add it just down here underneath? You're all going bling. Okay. Oh, no, we've got a couple of sad, angry faces, but all bling. Okay, right, I'm waiting to see where you suggest I put it. Let's have a look, shall we? Great without bling. Thanks, Chanel. No bling the one, not bling the one with the folded ribbon, bling on the straight ribbon one, on the ribbon, okay? On the letter I dots, too small for that. In the pink as stars, just underneath the straight ribbon. Okay, right, so I'm going to grab these which are the Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels. They are in the annual catalogue. Hang on. Because I really struggled with this, to bling or not to bling. I'm a bling girl, right? They are in the annual catalogue down here. And to be honest, I looked at them and thought, I'm not sure about this. Because they weren't, you know, they weren't really jumping out at me. So on page 156, they are Cherry Cobbler, Coastal Cabana, Night of Navy, Pumpkin Pie and Shaded Spruce. So I thought, okay, I'll get a packet and see what I think. So they have arrived. I love the colours in them. They're very sparkly. So I think we're going to use those under there. What do you think? Right, okay, let's go for it. Ooh, in the pink as stars sounds good, Baz. Right, okay. I have an alternative for that then, Baz. Let's do. So, where's my, there it is. Right, so, I'm going to do a large one. There we go, right. And I'm going to go 1. Okay, so that's that one. All right, so we've got bling on that one. Right, just going to fold those back up and put them away. All right, that way. And then I'm just going to grab, and I'm going to keep my mask because it's a great mask so I can use for something else. Then I'm going to grab, so Baz, you've given me an idea. So do we put a star? These are still in the annual catalogue. I love these. These are the star designer elements. So what do we think? A star? Should we have a couple of... One? Just one? What do we think? Just one star, or does it look lonely? Tell you what, let's do this. Let's mix our bling. Now you've got me going, look. There you go. They're both blinged and differently. One, I've done 3 now, Kit. So on this one, we've got the 3 at the bottom, okay? And on this one, we've got the big star and the 2 rhinestones, and they're all the same colour. Perfect. Thank you, Ali. It was very stressful doing this morning, you know. To bling or not to bling. It's a really hard thing for me to do, clean and simple. You know, it's a struggle, I'll be honest. I'd much rather have bling everywhere and, you know, layer it up and do lots and lots. But it's a really hard thing for me to do clean and simple. So I like that. I like the little bit of bling on there. It's not overpowering. Morning, Penny. Thank you. And then this little one just down there. Just enough. It was really hard. I really struggle with that, and I don't mind admitting that, you know, I struggle with that. I'd rather do like over the top, and you know, I'm not but if you ever come across a challenge that is clean and simple, I'm like, oh, I can't do that. And the same for a scrapbook page. A 12 by 12 page completely scares me, because you've got all this space and you want this picture. Now, to me, I need to fill all that space. But there you go. We are going to use Timeless Tropical as a scrapbook page on Saturday. So look out for that one. And Thursday's card is a bit more, because that's what we're, a bit more. We'll be using the dies and hopefully my new die cutting machine. Oh, I'm waiting for a delivery. Mr. Brown is coming today. Woohoo! I'm just a little bit excited by that. You will understand. Mr. Brown coming today. So that's good. Right, so stay safe. keep crafting. Don't forget, if there's anything you need any help with, do give me a yell. If there is, I love white space. Oh, see, Linda, white space. White space scares me. It just, to me, if there's white space, I need to fill that white space. Definitely need to fill the white space, but there you go. So, right, I'm going to disappear. I'm going to go and get a cup of tea. Thanks for the inspiration. Ali, keep watching this week because the whole week will be inspiration with this set. And I'd love to see, if you do get the set, pop your mates in Crunchy Crafts Crafting Friends. I think it's a set that we've all overlooked, to be honest. And I'm a bit, you know, it's a bit sad, really. And I'm loving it. And I absolutely think that it could be teamed beautifully with the Forever Greenery paper, the beautiful flowers. But I don't know what put me off the paper before. But there you go. Anyway, right, I'm loving today's cards. Somebody may yet get one in the post. I try and post a card every week of one of the ones I've made. So, look out for that in the post. I will see you all on Thursday. Stay safe, take care of each other, and keep crafting. Bye, guys, till Thursday.